Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Testing audio 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I am.
I just feel like I can't. It picks up a lot of background noise, but I can hear you strong.
Yeah, okay. All right, 3 minutes 45 left. We're good on audio. All right, folks, welcome to Davenport Iowa. This is Joshua McNary here with Eric Pryor on our camera and lead streamer here for your Iowa City Junior Heartlanders JV team up against the Quad Cities Ice Eagles here in Davenport. The Heartlanders are coming off of 2 weekends of hockey. The last 2 weekends played 4 games up in Marionette, Wisconsin 2 weeks ago, and last weekend playing 2 games at home and then 2 in Ames. And we will now start the game here in Quad Cities. The Heartlanders are short 3 players in this game. A number of players are out today for various reasons. That'll have 12 total players on the bench plus Riley Reuter as the goaltender. That means the team will be running 3D and then 3 full forward lines. Starting here, just depends on time, but the Ice Eagles were doing their senior day here. It's like a significant number of their players are seniors, whereas here for the Heartlanders, we have all underclassmen. So McNary will come out to take the face off. He's got Breinholt on one side, and on the other side, he has Peterson. Buckholt's back on D here. He takes the puck away initially, bounces around off of Huth, then to Breinholt. Out they come. Breinholt down the ice. He kicks it forward, gets into the zone. It goes all the way deep. He's still on it. Gets picked up by one of the Ice Eagles. Held up there. Thrown in front. Bounces around. Almost got back over to Breinholt there. McNary gave a little kick. Keeps it in the zone, does Buckholtz. And now the Ice Eagles come in across the blue line. Shot wide of Reuter. Buckholtz with Hoth out there right now. Bounces up in front. Albert in the air. Actually up in the air. Up, almost caught by Reuter. And now sent to neutral ice. Collected here by Quad Cities. Spindell comes out. She goes down. That one goes off of the stick of Hoth. He kicks it around. Peterson can skate into this. He's been out there since the beginning of the game, though. And now it's thrown deep to Hoth. And he takes another. This is the first time that he gets it across to Jackson, who throws it past Peterson, who has to get off the ice. Held in momentarily by Spindell, but now here comes Ice Eagles with Hoth still out there. Only 3D, so he's the odd man out right now on the change. This will put up to the D of the Ice Eagles. Shot off of Pryor, who kicks it down the ice. Good play there. Put back in the direction of Davidson, who throws it to the corner. That goes off of Jackson. Held the zone momentarily. Pryor decides to throw it back to Spindell. Then back to Buckholtz, who came out for Hoth. Battle back to Spindell. She looks for a place to put it. She gets it, trying to get up to Pryor, but knocked down by one of the Ice Eagles, who steps into it and brings it into the zone. But then picked up by Spindell once again. She puts it across to Buckholtz. Buckholtz skates forward with a little bit of room. He comes down the near side here. He throws it deep behind the net. And then Ice Eagles get at it, throw it forward to neutral ice. Picked up by Hoth. Hoth puts it across to, that's Meeting, I think, out there now on D. Or at least sitting back on D. Schmidt now picks it up. He comes around, tries to break through. He does, and he's got 2 in front of him. Now he climbs down I-3, picked up by the trailer behind the play. Coming forward now and around the boards by Quad Cities. Sweeting there. Fights for it, pushes the player off. Buckholtz picks it up behind the net. Buckholtz puts it over to, that is Hoth out there. The player goes down as Hoth pushes it forward. And now it's a one-on-one momentarily here coming in. Shot goes well wide by the Quad Cities player. That's Beneke now. Bounces around off of him. Beneke kicking at it. He gets it up and out of the zone. Down the ice it goes. Now it's put back all the way down. No icing. Or no, they do call icing. The far side linesman calls that icing. So back and forth here to start out. 11:40 left in the first. This is a League Alliance game here. The Quad Cities and Iowa City have played once before this season. I believe it was a 4-0 game. McNary to take the face off. He fights for it. It goes to the Ice Eagles. And they come and give him a little pressure behind the net. Then pops up and not out of the zone. Thrown in. Back in the direction of where it came. Comes around to this side. McNary and Peterson over there. Peterson gets up on it. Bounces now behind the net. Then in that corner, they've got C3 boards on it. It's kind of weird looking. As I try to find the puck for you down there. Now this one comes out, bounces off of post skate, goes right to one of the Ice Eagles. They tried to center it, but they couldn't. McNary comes in there, and they try to center it once again. It comes out in front, sitting there, backhand, hook to the corner, and up and in the direction of Breinholt on the boards. He tries to advance it further. He can't, but it comes right to, that was Hoth, and now up to Peterson. Peterson tries to gain the zone. He's got McNary behind him. Peterson whacks at it, gets it deeper. This goes up the boards and out. All the way down. Buckholz is going to chase it down. He gets to it, and now Buckholz starts to skate, but he's getting collapsed down there. He has to kick it forward. He does. Bounces still in Buckholz's skates there as it went off of him as they put it back towards the zone. And here comes shot. Ripped from up high and past later. Kind of a half slapper there right in front of me, just beyond the blue line. No pressure by the Heartlanders, and might have been a little bit of a screen there. I'm not sure. But hard shot goes past Reuter, and that makes it 1-0 Ice Eagles. Well, they've been holding off there. Not any shots, I don't think, for Heartlanders yet. That might have been the first actual tally shot for Ice Eagles as well. And they rip it down past almost at the referee in the head there with that clear into the zone. And they dance around. That is Jackson there was fighting for it. Buckholz gets it. Pryor kicks it out to Jackson. Jackson now skates forward. He's got two right on him. Davison was on his far side. Jackson lost his stick. He goes back and picks it up. Now he gets back into play. This one, trying to get it to the player at the blue line. And the Heartlanders left the puck sit there. A little miscommunication there. But they are able to recover. Now Jackson's got it with a little room. He skates in. Goes around the far side. He throws it deep. Going to try to chase it down. He didn't quite get to it. Now passes up high for Spindell. She works it back to Pryor. Pryor gets crunched into the corners. Oh, he got it out in the direction of Jackson. Now Jackson gets pushed down. And Ice Eagles now have the puck. They get it to neutral ice. Held down by Host. Davidson trying to kick it across to Jackson. Still in Davidson, and Jackson gets in to help him. Fighting for it here. Good fight by the Heartlanders so far, staying on these players for Ice Eagles too. Many of them are much bigger than them. Spindell puts it in the direction of Davidson, past him all the way down, shooting an icing. And it is.
Be back.
So Schmidt will take the face-off with Beneke and Sweeting out there on the wings. Spindell and Buckholz are back on D. Puck goes out to neutral ice off the face-off. Just past Beneke and coming in, shot. And Reuter's able to glove that one. $8:50 left in the first. This one didn't quite make it out of the zone. Left there, picked up by Schmidt. He comes away with it. He's getting collapsed down. He shoots out from high, and it's gloved by the goaltender, but they deflip the ice. Good look there by Schmidt to get up on that puck. and at least get a shot out of it. Ice Eagles are able to get that all the way down. It went off a stick there of a Heartlander, so this will not be icing. Spindell comes in there. She tried to work it back to her partner, which is Buckholz. She does, and then Buckholz puts it back in the direction of her. Buckholz gets a bump. He works it forward. And Buckholz comes down the board. He's got 3 on him. He ends the line with it, though, and gets bumped off the puck as he got down to the goal line. This puck goes back into the offensive zone for the Heartlanders. Puck bounces around. Sticks and still in the zone. Goes deep with Reinholdt and Beneke out there right now. Kind of a mixed line out here from our pairings that we've had so far. Now Schmidt goes off. McNary comes in. Beneke throws it in front. McNary's giving chase. He gets there. McNary kicks it back to Buckholz. It's thrown deep now for Reinholdt. Reinholdt tried to handle it there. Couldn't quite get the pass in front. This comes out high towards Host. Host kicks it back to McNary. McNary throws it towards the net, but gets knocked down by one of the D of the Ice Eagles. Heartlanders holding the zone here right now. Still held. Now goes out. Spindell's going to pick it up. She's got 1 on. She's able to tie up the player momentarily, and now she comes away with it with room. Spindell coming down. She cuts across the middle. In front. She shoots it on. The goaltender makes a save. She tries to get her own rebound. Oh, it goes through the crease and goes all the way to their side. Spindell almost took that all the way down and put in her own rebound. 6:50 left in the first. So McNary, Peterson, Reinholdt, Spindell, and Hoth out there. Face off with McNary. Goes to Reinholdt off the face off and gets the good shot. This one up and over top of Hoth. Spindell's going to have to retrieve this. She comes in. There's a little stick fake there. She comes around. She puts it up the boards. Good talk there by Reinholdt asking for it, but couldn't handle it as it went off his skates. McNary comes across, gives a bump, and he gets hit. This one bounces out, comes up to the high slot. Shot. Reuter makes the initial save, then he makes the second save. Help him, help him. They're able to cover it up. .6:16 left in the first. Jacks will take the face off. Pryor and Davidson on the wings. Spindell and Buckholz on D. Goes up to the D of the Ice Eagles. He steps up. Lots of time. Shot. Too much time there to think about that. But Reuter was able to see it and make the save. Fight for it here on the near boards. And Jackson is able to work it out but not control it. Now Pryor helps him. Jackson to Pryor. Pryor gains the line. He throws it across. Davidson there. Davidson tried to work it through, but sticks it through, but couldn't get anything going. Buckholz puts it back to Spindell. Spindell puts it back to Pryor. Pryor out to Jackson. Jackson kicks it in the direction of Davidson. Then it's left there for Jackson and Davidson. It's in the skates at the blue line. Good fight here by the Heartlanders, fighting after these pucks, and good passing out of the zone. Coming forward, though, is a shot up off of Reuter over top. And that one pops around through the crease. Davidson gets it up and out. Davidson goes for the change. Looks like one of the D also changed. Buckholz and Hoth out there now. Pryor with the puck. Pryor kicks it back to the D. Hoth back to Buckholz. Buckholz can't handle that pass, though. And it goes to the corner now. He gives pressure. Buckholz takes it away. Now has it with 2 right on him. Got to get in there and help him, boys. That comes around, still in the corner. Good fight here. Pryor has it. He puts it up to Beneke. Beneke gets it out of the zone. Pass into neutral ice. push forward. Beneke gives chase, as does Schmidt. Comes across. Streaky player goes off the ankle there of Host, goes right in front, got cleared out by, that was Beneke, or Buckholtz. That one right went through the middle, but the player wasn't ready for it. Pass right up front. Good thing he missed that, because that was coming right back at Reuter. That's all the way down, no icing. Sweeting out there with Schmidt. Give a little pressure. Spadell on it here as they look for the trailer. Comes through. Spadell and Host were able to shut it down. This one goes off the boards. Near boards here. Now in behind. Spadell's got it here in the corner. She comes around the backside. She slips back behind the net now. She puts it to Sweeting. Sweeting looking for the pass. He puts it all the way across over towards Beneke. Almost got cut off there, but did get out of the zone. Host gets there. Host puts it across in the direction of Sweeting. He gets it up off the boards, takes a bump. Now Schmidt comes across the middle. Puck is not out. Peterson now on the ice. He comes forward with Schmidt. 2-on-3 momentarily. Peterson through the direction of Schmidt. Schmidt's been out there for a while. He spins back around. And that one goes down to Spadell. Spadell has it. She puts it in the direction of Reinhold. Reinhold tried to kick it out. 3 players there got pushed away by the Ice Eagles players. Spadell has it. She works it to Peterson. Peterson back behind Spadell. Peterson looking for an outlet. She puts it up and not out. Left there for Schmidt. He can't reach it. Throw it down the ice all the way down. And Heartlanders will go for changes with 2:30 left here in the first. McNary gets danced around. Throwing through the middle of the ice, but net's way off. Net is way, 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 way off. They got to fix that. Net's not even close right now. Now it's going the other way to get fixed. Yeah, it looks like they're trying to fix the net, and we only have 4 players out there right now. McNary throws it deep. Numbers! Get down a player! So, sorry for the yelling in the microphone there, but we had to make sure they knew they were short a player. No, I was the one yelling. So we'll regroup here. That's back on. Trip there, and this will be a power play for the Heartlanders. So after that chaos of trying to put themselves on the penalty kill, they are now. So we will see what we're doing here. It looks like we got Jackson, Pryor, Schmidt with Spindell and Host out there on D. Pryor puts it back to Spindell. Spindell puts it back to Pryor. Pryor cuts it across. Jackson now back to Spindell. Spindell can't handle it, try to work it around that player, and now they have to retreat. Regroup here. Host almost lost the puck to the player, then does. The regroup. That one off the ref, and now they're got to regain the possession. Host puts it forward to Pryor. Pryor puts it back to Host. Host puts it around the board. Smith's the only one over there. Pryor leaves it for Host. Host then puts it back past Schmidt. Jackson coming up on it. 30 seconds of the period, 45 left on the power play. This one comes around, Spindell cuts it off, but kicks it out right to one of the Eagle players. They work it through. Buckholtz puts it up off the boards to Pryor. Pryor skates it through the middle. Keeps coming. Left it there for Schmidt as he lost the puck. 10 seconds left in the period. And 2 seconds, 3 seconds, and glove by Reuter. And that'll do it for the period. So after 1-0 Ice Eagles over the Heartlanders with 13 seconds left as we come back for their Heartlander power play. 3-minute break here, heading to the second. All right, folks. Coming back here for the second period, 15 minutes on the clock. And 13 seconds left on the remaining time on the Heartlanders power play. McNary, Peterson, and Breithold out there, which is the standard line. Goes forward off the faceoff. Peterson gets to it. Sitting there, Breithold waved at it. And now it goes back the other way. Sticked away by Hoth. Breithold works it up the boards. He gets a tap past him. McNary came in on it. And now here comes the Ice Eagles. Around the circle, shot. Oh, that was a pass through, and that's pushed way off. And they whistled that one as they were still attacking. Ice Eagle player came in and pushed it off. 14:34 left in the second. And they make a quick change here. Short bench here for the Heartlanders. So coach, I imagine, wants them to keep moving on the changes. Jackson will take the face off now to the left of Reuter. Up to the D, then put a cross. Tried the one-timer with a bouncing puck, and it goes to the corner. David's over there digging it out. Now it comes across. Goes past Reuter behind the net. Spindell pushes the player off. Buckholz gets there, throws it up the boards. Davidson comes across to give pressure. Picked up by the Ice Eagles who push it deeper. This one up and out past Davidson all the way down for an icing. And they go change once again. Schmidt, Beneke, and Breithold. Buckholz and Hoth. There's a shot. Oh, deflected off of the player in front stick, and Reuter followed it and was able to pop it up into his glove. Schmidt with the face off now. He takes it forward, tries to get to it himself, and then ends up back on post stick. Ends up Breinholt. Breinholt puts it up off the boards. And Breinholt skates. Breinholt gets to it, puts it deeper. Beneke coming across. Puck comes up and out past Buckholt. Buckholt's trying to come around the backside. He lost the handle. It gets put right in front. Shot! Goes wide of the net. Reuter had point blank shot there. Goes wide. Maybe off of something. Now Ice Eagles come out front again. Crash to the front of the net now. And Buckholt skates with it. Comes down the near side here. Coming around, he gets pushed off the puck as he gets across the blue line. Buckholt's still there, sitting there. Or that was actually Beneke. Now Host, they're trying to make the pass across, sitting there for Beneke. Beneke puts it across the middle. Back into open ice. And they had something going there for a moment. Just couldn't get a clean shot off. This put off of Reuter. Spinning around, Ice Eagles puts it right in front in the slot. Reuter's able to get at it, and that was the third or fourth time there on that shift that they had a shot right in front of the net. So the McNary, Sweeting, and Peterson line now coming out. So Sweeting has moved up with, actually it's McNary with Fryer and Sweeting. So is that maybe two centers right now? Sandell gets to the blue line and throws it in. Sitting there for Pryor. Pryor comes up on it. Pryor looking for a place to put it. McNary hovering there. Comes up and to Sweeting. Sweeting rips it wide of the net. Gets past McNary to Spindell. Bounces around and Spindell skates. Got to get back now. Shot off of Sweeting. Peterson bounces around past Peterson. Peterson looking for a pass to Sweeting up to Pryor. Pryor puts it to McNary off of McNary skates. This one goes to McNary. He puts it forward, sitting in his skates. He puts it back to Pryor. Pryor comes through, surrounded as they make changes. Nobody back. Getting caught on the change here. Shot goes right in. Bad change there. Ugly change. Only one on the ice as Pryor was left alone and he was surrounded. Then they all went for the change. And that makes it 2-0. Nothing Reuter could do on that. He had multiple players on him. The initial shooter puts it right in. So you're not going to beat the top team in the league doing that for sure. And here they come. This one put deep and behind, and now Buckholt to come after him. Heartlanders have played well here, better than the first time they played them, as I recall, anyways. Just a couple mistakes here so far, leaving players to shoot from up high, and then the caught on the change there. And they go to make another change. 2-0. Ice Eagles. Smith takes the face off. That goes around the boards. It's Pryor giving chase. Puck in the corner for the Ice Eagles. Spins around, throws it in front. Deflection attempt in front, goes wide. This one put out to the D. Schmidt comes up on it, bounces around, sitting right there. Shot under Reuter, sitting, laying out. Got some help from some friends there. This one put up the boards towards Beneke. Beneke skates into it. Beneke knocks it forward. Puck is in behind. Schmidt comes across. Puck left there for Ice Eagles. Pryor gets some pressure. Beneke in the vicinity. She bounces around to Spindell. She puts it up the boards. And Spindell knocks it away for Schmidt. Schmidt tries to gain the line. He does, but then can't control it as he gets across. Pryor, the only one back again. He throws it in the zone. And 9:54 left here in the second now. 2-0 Ice Eagles. Reinhold giving some chase here. I don't know if the Heartlanders are getting tired or they're being skittish because they look a little bit slower here in the second than they did in the first. And Ice Eagles now break out. Shot, Reuter. Oh, that got through him, but somehow bounced wide of the net. It was a low shot and bounced through and popped out. I thought it was going in. $9:27 left in the second. McNary for the face-off to the right of Reuter. He wins it back in the direction of Buchholz. Buchholz takes it behind the net. Buchholz puts it up past Breinholt. Breinholt's got a read on this. Breinholt tries to get there. He tries to get it across. He does shoot it on. Good skate there by Breinholt to take it all the way down the ice and get it on net. So Breinholt with they have 4 skaters again. No, 5 skaters. Pryor's now out there with. Pryor came out for Breinholt. So Pryor. Equipment problem there for McNary. He fixes it. And now he's going to take the face off. Gets in there. He fights for it. McNary gets on it. He's still there. Still in his skates. Gets kicked back to Hoth. Hoth loses it in the referee. Picked up by Pryor. They're back on side. But then broken out by the Ice Eagles. McNary puts it across, up, and just out. That's out of the zone. So Heartlanders will be able to regroup here momentarily. Move. They touch up, and pass attempt by Buchholz goes off of one of the attacking forecheckers and in past Reuter. Wow. So they had a delayed offsides. They kind of regrouped, tried to put a pass across there, and goes off and in for Ice Eagles. Wow. Well, 3-0. 2 weird ones here in the second. Mistake on a change, and that one there off of a pass our own player. So make it 3-0. Davidson giving chase there on this one. Davidson gets in there. Almost hooked the player. Jackson now comes across the middle towards Davidson, but he couldn't reach the puck for a shot. Spindell has it. She puts it in the direction of Sweeting. Sweeting back to Spindell. Spindell up the boards towards Reinhold, who skates into it. He throws it down the boards off the referee. Davidson now giving chase. Nope. Reinhold's there. Reinhold once again gets out on it. Bounces out in front. Sitting there momentarily. Davidson standing there in front for Jackson, but up and out into neutral ice as it was popped out. Spindell now spins around. She falls down. She puts it in the boards. Leaves it there. Shot. Reuter is able to make that save. Helps Spindell out. Spindell now up the boards all the way down for icing. $7:37 left in the second. 3-0 for the Ice Eagles. Schmidt will take the face-off to the left of Reuter. Left there for Buchholz. Pops to the corner off a Buchholz stick. Picked up by the east side. Right in front, but the stick of Reuter is able to knock that pass down. Pryor gets it out of the zone. Here he comes. He's got Beneke on his wing. He throws across towards Beneke. Beneke gets leveled. And here comes Ice Eagles. One to beat. That's offside. Picked up by, not sure who, that's Hoth. Cross to Pryor in the corner there. He tries to work it behind him himself. Picked up by the Ice Eagles. He steps forward, sticked away momentarily, shot wide of the net. Getting collapsed down here now are the Heartlanders after having that speed in the first period, starting to slow down here, and Ice Eagles starting to take advantage. Puck bounces in front and knocked down by Reuter. 6:41 left in the second. 3-0. McNary, Peterson. Sweeting coming out with Spindell and Buckholz on D. Passing there by the Eagles. McNary pushes the player and goes down. Goes to the corner for McNary, and McNary looking for a place to put it. He puts it up the towards past Peterson. Peterson couldn't hand on McNary, puts it to Peterson once again, and he knocks it forward. Sweeting comes in on it, playing D there. Ice Eagles coming around the backside. McNary on it, goes out high. Puck sitting there momentarily, but now throwing deep once again. Peterson goes down. This one passed in front, knocked down by, I think that was Buckholz. That comes around the backside for Spindell. Spindell and Reinhold there. Spindell puts it in the direction of Buckholz, or Reinhold. Coming in, the Ice Eagles back the other way now. Has got pushed back the other direction. Heartlanders group out there right now is pretty trapped. Coming around the backside, tried the backhand attempt. Open net there, shot knocked down by Sweeting. They're spinning around once again. McNary gets in the way. Shot got on though. This one fanned on and up and out of the zone, but they're trapped here on the long change. Peterson goes for the change. McNary out there still. Sweeting. Reinhold throws it in the direction of Davidson, who's open. Davidson coming down. Davidson reaches for it, but had three in front of him. They go for the change. Pryor taps it. He gives and takes a bump. And here comes the Eagles. Through the middle shot onto Reuter. He's able to keep that up. 4:49 left in the second. 3-0. Pryor working on the puck there. He puts it across to Jackson, who skates out. Back to Pryor. Pryor picks up the puck. Pryor coming around, throws it in front, sitting there for Davidson. Davidson can't get to it. Jackson now shoots it up over top. Davidson comes across, works on laying a hit. Got to chase him. Got to chase him. Oh, we're watching him there. And Eagles coming down. Put it across right in front. Backhand. Bounces. Sitting there. Bounces again. In the front of the net. Taken away by the Heartlanders. Jackson tries to work it through. He does. Davidson gets in there, as does Hoth. Penalty coming here. Penalty coming against the Heartlanders. Eagles still have the puck. They throw it all the way down the ice. Davidson's going to touch. Got to touch it up. Got to touch it up. And delay penalty here for. And now Jackson gets to it finally, and it will bring out the penalty killing unit. 3:34 left in the second. Not sure where the penalty was. I was like, Davidson's going to the box. It was around the blue line there on that prior sequence. I don't know if he hooked somebody or I didn't see the call. But Schmidt will go out there with Spindell and Sweeting on D. This one, oh, that one bounced all over the place in front of the net there, but it eventually bounced into Reuter and he's able to cover up. I think Breinholt's the other winger with Schmidt. Sweeting and Spindell back on D. 123 left on the power play for the Icy Eagles. This one goes in behind for Sweeting. Up high, put across, ripped. That one goes wide of the net. Good rip there. Up high on D. Played some toss back and forth there. Those Icy Eagles, they retain the puck. Picked up by Jackson now. He puts it up off the boards all the way down. No icing here with the power play in progress. 50 seconds left on that power play. Schmidt got some pressure there and popped it out all the way down to Spindell, then across to Buckholz. Buckholz cuts back. He steps forward. Buckholz, multiple players in front of him. He comes down, tries to get around, can't get around the last player. Now Breinholt comes in on that, tries to do a can opener there on the player. Now it pops out to Host. Host back in the zone. They touch up. 14 seconds left on the power play for the Eagles. This one comes towards the blue line, held by Pryor. Pryor brings it in. This should do it for the power play. Pryor cutting back. Pryor gets pushed off the puck, but he does kill off the penalty. And 2 minutes now left in the period with the penalty over. Schmidt, Peterson, Pryor out there right now up front. Schmidt giving a little pressure. Tries to stick on the player. Pryor here with Schmidt right in front of us. And Schmidt takes the puck away. Schmidt puts it across the middle. Nobody there in the top high slot. Host throws it deeper. 1:30 left in the seconds. Right now the puck's staying down here in the offensive zone on this group here. Now they're watching the player. Schmidt picks up the puck though. He puts it in behind. There were 2 Heartlanders behind the net. Host then throws it to the corner. Back past Host now into neutral ice. Peterson throws it to neutral ice. 1:13 left. Schmidt knocks it away momentarily. Now back deep all the way behind Reuter. Host has got it. Up into neutral ice, down towards the goaltender for the Eagles. Schmidt gives some chase on it. Pops out to Pryor, gets in the way, knocks it away. Now McNary comes out. This shot off of Reuter. 30 seconds left in the period. Coming around the backside, they try the wrap attempt. Reuter gets over there and they cover up. 25 seconds left. Spindell comes out, as does Sweeting and Davidson. So McNary with Davidson and Breinholt. Spindell gets in the way there. Sweeting standing in front, throwing right in front, off of Sweeting, who got back to it. 15 seconds left in the period. They put it around. Breinholt there. Breinholt tried to work it, knock it off the boards and forward. Not out still. Still sitting there in the zone. And back the other way. Coming on. McNary gets in there, thrown out front, and that's the end of the period. No goal. Puck went in after the whistle. All right, we'll head to the third period after a disappointing one. They're going down 3-0 in the second. Already heading to the third here, 15 minutes on the clock. 3-0. Ice Eagles over the Heartlanders. McNary takes the face-off, goes to the Ice Eagles off the face-off. McNary comes up on that one. This one goes to Peterson now. Peterson dances around. He puts it in behind Schmidt. Peterson goes to Ice Eagle. He dances around with it. Cutting through. McNary gets through. Backside. That one goes pass over top of Reuter. Backside net is off. Player tried the one-timer. This one comes in. They fix the net just in time for them to score. Four to 0. And that was off, and I don't know if they kind of stopped playing or what happened there, but Ice Eagles did not stop playing, and they find the back of the net wide open on the backside. 14:26 left. Davidson works it forward. Davidson takes a big whack there. They're offsides, and Ice Eagles throw it in past Goodell all the way in behind. Sweeting. Back to Goodell. Goodell up the boards to pass Reinhold. Reinhold tried to take it away. Jackson came in on it, goes to the far corner. Sweeting comes over on that. Sweeting up and past all the way down the ice. Puck left there for Davidson. Davidson throws it forward. Goodell chases it down behind the net. 13:27 left for Davidson. He kicks it out towards Jackson. Jackson tries to come away with it, but gets pickpocketed. Davidson skating. Pass all the way down to the blue line. They are offsides. Pryor comes back to pick it up. Pryor skates through. He tried to get past the player at the blue line, put in. Buckholtz now behind the net. Buckholtz gets hit. Davidson gives a bump as the player comes through. Pryor comes behind the net to help out. He puts it back in the direction of Davidson on the boards there. He able to get it back to Buckholtz. Buckholtz swings around. Buckholtz skates forward. Buckholtz coming out. Gets bumped off of it at the blue line. 12:40 left. Back to Beneke. He tried to move it forward. And here comes a hit there by Hofer, the player, as he came across the middle. This goes to Pryor in the corner. Pryor collects it, but then it pops up right back to him. He tries once again skating forward this time. Pryor got two on it. He throws it deep all the way down, avoiding the hit. Beneke coming into the corner with it. He gets back to it, throws it behind the net. Schmidt now. Spindell calling for it. Up and all the way down. That should be an icing if it makes it all the way there. It does. 11:50 left in the third. Faceoff comes back to Spindell. Reinhold gets it in front. Shot! Oh, that was a shot behind the net there by a good look there for the Heartlanders. McNary's got it. He's going to put up the boards to Sweeting. Sweeting throws it back in the direction of McNary. It sits there for McNary. McNary spins around. McNary leaves it for Peterson. Peterson leaves it for Spindell. Spindell back to Peterson. Peterson tried to work it, I think, back to Spindell, but then it comes back to Sweeting. Sweeting dances through. Sweeting gives a push as he comes across the blue line. McNary sitting back for Sweeting. McNary sticks it aside. Player stays on the boards. McNary sticks it aside into the corner. The shot right in front. Bounces around in front, sitting there. Shot, Underwriter up high. He gets it. Reinhold hit up high. I think it was a clean hit, though. McNary now has it. He fights for it, leaves it for Reinhold. Reinhold throws it up and out of the zone and down the ice. 10:35 left in the third as they go for changes, the Heartlanders. Reinhold comes after it. He was the remaining player out there on the change. Left for Host. Host knocks it forward. Reinhold's still out there. Host is on it. Host. Stick up and out of the zone. Fire out here now. Going down the ice. No ice. 10 minutes left in the third. Buckholz throws it up the boards. Jackson over there is Davidson. Davidson throws it up and just out. This one goes right in front. Pass in front. Jackson got back to save the day on that one. It was a wide open player. Davidson gets it out of the zone. Pass across by the Eagles. They come in the zone. Shot off a stick into the corner. Trying to get it across the middle there was the Eagles. Jackson says nope, takes it away, puts it up towards Davidson. Now Davidson chasing the Ice Eagle player. Now it's behind the net. They try to get back in front. Post knocks it down. Back past Davidson all the way down. Past the ref. Got caught up in some snow there in front of the bench. Davidson comes after it. Falls down. Schmidt waves at it. Sweeting tries to lay the hit and goes down. Comes right into the high slot shot. Backside. Watch out. And Reuter's able to get across and stick it aside and cover it up. And they were starting to dance in once again. Were the Eagles. Here comes Schmidt down the ice. Can't beat the D-man there who takes it away. Puts it back into the Heartlanders zone. Picked up by Beneke. Beneke throws it forward past Schmidt. Behind him, though. So Schmidt can't catch it. This one goes in the zone. Tipped off of an Ice Eagle. So looking for the pass across. He's got one in front. That goes off of Reinhold, who was trailing. Back door there comes to Beneke. Beneke kicks it forward. Then he kicks it out on the neutral ice. Ice Eagle skating around here. Player comes around looking to come around the backside. He does. Throws it out to the D. D ripped it up off of Reuter's glove. Couldn't corral it. Now goes to the boards off of Beneke's or Reinhold's stick. This one kicks forward by Schmidt. Schmidt trying to beat one more man. He does. He's got two with him, too. Schmidt trying to get it back to Beneke. Beneke tries to get it across. Couldn't get a shot off. It's a 3-on-1 there momentarily, but they couldn't get clean passes across. Buckholz coming around the backside. Buckholz got two on him. Still fighting for it. He works it out himself. Buckholz down the ice. Gets bumped off there near the red line. 7:15 left here in the third. Heartlanders still yet to score. Seven minutes now. Post coming around the backside. Wheeling. Gets pushed off the puck by an Eagle player attacking. Comes back to it, sitting right there. He's got the backside. Luckily, he did not get that shot off because he had a man sitting right there. And Riley's able to cover up the loose puck. 6:50 left in the fifth. Peterson, Pryor on the wings. McNary with the face-off. Swindell and Sweeting on D. Face-off, McNary gets it over to Pryor. Pryor comes out of the zone with it. Knocks it forward, but didn't control. This is put across past McNary in the direction of Peterson. They get back. That is Peterson getting caught up with the player. The ref ended up with the stick, hands it back to him. McNary has it. Nope, McNary does not have it. Now McNary on it again. He tried to kick it to Pryor. Pryor has it. Pryor looking for a pass across towards Peterson, who's able to get it. Peterson up to Spindell. Spindell up off the D position. She comes across the middle. Spindell cutting across. Protects the puck initially, then loses it. Pryor now has it. Pryor gets leveled. And Pryor now back with the puck. Pryor puts it in the front for Peterson. Peterson shoots it. Can't put it home. Now back to Spindell. Spindell trying to keep the zone. She does to Pryor. Go to the net. Go to the net. Comes around the far side. McNary coming across. He gives a little bump. Tries to push the player off. He gets there. He kicks it forward. He gets knocked down. Left there for Pryor momentarily, but then comes away. Pryor sticks to the side. 5:30 now left in the third. Put in front on to Reuter. Reuter up and high again. Into McNary. Now Davidson. Davidson throws it down the ice. Davidson's the only one out there right now. Pryor holds up. And Davidson's going to get called for a hook here. He got in there and got the stick into the... And Davidson will go once again. .5:17 left in the third. It'll be a 1 minute and 30-second power play for the Eagles. Jackson will take the face off. He wins it back into the corner. Huff gets over there. Huff throws it around the boards. Puck sits there. They leave it. Jackson comes after it. Got to go get it. Don't watch. Let's put it across to the far side shot. Reuter off his shoulder, up in the air. Jackson comes after it once again. This one put across the middle. Man wide open, sitting there. Shot goes in. Backside was exposed on the play. No one was over there to cut that guy off. And that makes it 5-0 with 4:51 left. That is a power play goal for the Eagles. Still take the face off. Goes back to the Eagles. Looking for that pass. They put it down the ice. Goes to Sweeting. Pass Sweeting. Put it across the middle. Sitting there. Luckily that pass is bouncing. Otherwise, we're going to have another good chance there for the Eagles. This puck goes to the corner. Spindell. Over to Sweeting. Sweeting puts it off the back of the net. Trying to get back to Spindell. Spindell gets in there. She takes it away momentarily. Reinhold. But then the Eagles come away with it. Shot right on. Wide of the net. Shooting gallery there. But luckily, he shot wide. Spindell on it. 4 minutes here. Approaching 4 minutes left of the game. That rolls off the dasher ledge there. Beneke was able to knock it out off his skate, though. This goes to the blue line. Stepping forward is the Eagles. He's got one across. He puts it over there. Knocked away by Reinhold. It was back on the play. And saved the day there on that one. New group for the Heartlanders coming out. McNary for the face-off with Pryor and Peterson. That one comes out of the zone, up to the high of the zone. Now, Buckholz and Holt work on it behind the net. They try to pass across, does the Eagles, goes up high. Peterson gives pressure. Pryor gives pressure. Buckholz gives pressure. Buckholz with Pryor on the other side. He puts it over to Pryor. Pryor can't quite handle the pass. And now he fights for it there on the boards. McNary sitting back with Buckholz momentarily. Now McNary goes in as Buckholz retreats. 3 Heartlanders right around it, and there's a whistle. So looks like they're going to take one of the Eagles. All right, so it's going to be a power play for the Heartlanders here, trying to find a goal in this game. 3:20 left in the game, 1:30 on this power play. Peterson, McNary, Breinholt, Buckholtz, and Hoth. McNary for the face-off. Warns it in the direction of Peterson. The pass goes through him. McNary comes across. Puck bounces up high all the way down behind Reuter, and here's an attacking player with speed. Put up the boards, past Peterson. Peterson wasn't ready for it. Shot, hits the side of the net and almost went in. There was a hole there. Hoth up the boards. So in this situation, possession matters as you got one extra player out there. That bounces around. Buckholtz puts it in the direction of Breinholt, but they give the puck back to the Eagles. Comes to Hoth. Hoth leaves it for Peterson behind the net. Half the power play is over. 45 seconds left. Peterson tries to throw in the direction of Hoth, but way past him. This one comes down past Sweeting. 30 seconds left of the power play, but nothing doing here so far. Sweeting puts it up off the boards, and Reinhold had to watch out not to get clobbered between two players there. Spindell on it now. Most of this power play down here at our end, unfortunately. That pass goes to the Eagles, and they gain the line. 5 seconds left on the power play. And now a minute and 50 left in the game, and the Eagles have it again. Power play's over. They try to back at it there. 5-0 here in the third. Up off the boards. And Jackson comes away with it. Jackson leaves it for Pryor. Pryor steps up. Pryor shoots. Goaltender makes the save. 1:26 left. Make it count! Spindell. Jackson coming after it there. Pryor on it as well. Jackson comes in on that. Minute 10 left. And Eagles break out. And two of the Eagles players are at each other at the blue line. They whistle that with 1:04 left. McNary for the face-off. It goes to the Eagles. Schmidt coming after it. Peterson, McNary, and Schmidt out there right now. Knocked away by Hoth just in time as there was a man trapped on the backside. Schmidt. Hoth below me here. Schmidt trying to work it forward to Hoth. Puck bounces around. McNary comes in on it, trying to take it away. 30 seconds left. They throw it down the ice. Knocked down by Buckholtz. 20 seconds left. McNary, Peterson, Schmidt on it. Schmidt trying to get to it. Left for Peterson. Peterson gains the line. Now he gains the line. That was Schmidt getting like 6 seconds left now. No pucks towards the net, and that's going to do it. So, here in Quad Cities, Heartlanders go down 5-0 to the the Quad City Ice Eagles. We'll be back next weekend. We'll have some games out of Dodgeville, Wisconsin for a tournament up there. Hopefully the Heartlanders can find some goals there and do better next week. So, for Josh McNary, your MC here, as well as Eric Pryor, your streamer and cameraman. Appreciate you watching, and we'll catch you next time. Bye now.